We are live at Red Moon Sound Studio in Knoxville, Tennessee. Our featured artist today is the Cartwright Brothers.
Easy like a finger on a window pane. Forget you ever knew my name. Meet when we're strangers, when nothing else changes. Eyes, they hide beneath a broken wing. Not even weightless when I sleep. I'm tired because I'm older. Could I be sorry if I had to be? Can I leave when I want to? It feels the same, how it always melts away. You put it on another day. Everything you wanted, like some damn food story. Strange but funny how it talks to me. It's like a whisper in a dream. Puts a tree back in the boxes. Drive home freezing. I'm taking off my makeup. Nothing I am as forgiven as I want to be, as broken as I'm free. Every time I wake up, it lays there sleeping. On the way, the corners of every page, they fold into a different shape. If I said that I was sorry for the parts that killed me, it would still be happening. Would you believe me? I'd be sorry if I had to be. And I leave when I want to. Leave when I want to. Taking some time for yourself, for something you've known all along. Find a place where you can breathe. Nobody gets mad when you're all alone. This doesn't define you at all. It's only what you left behind. Slave to the pieces you know.
like an animal talk.
tortures me. Freely I come selflessly to you. Invisible gravity that pulls me to your face. That's how I know you're here with me. Take me with your quiet hand. Take me with your quiet hand. Yum, 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 yum. Ah. Yum, 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 yum. Ah. Yum, 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 yum. Ah. Yum, 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 yum.
Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate you coming into the studio today. I've got Sam Quinn here, and he's got his band, the Cartwright Brothers. I would love for you to introduce everybody.
I'd love to. Down here to my left, and you're right, on fiddle and vocals, Mr. Francis Bronson over here. On vocals and bass, Mr. David Webb.
We've seen your face before. Welcome again.
Another Red Moon alum over here,
Yep.
Jake Smith on guitar vocals. And over here is Dowe Cauthen on the drums this evening.
And then we've
for
got
always.
Sam Quinn leading the show.
And Samuel Quinn right here.
Yes. Hello.
Happy to be here. Glad to be alive. It's later than I'm usually awake, but
That's
know,
all right. We'll crank
we're-
this out so you can get back to bedtime.
Right, back to
Pinky
bed.
promise.
Okay.
So how did this collaboration kind of come to fruition?
Well, I suppose that I was angling out of a different band and was trying to get some other music together. And I had known and been playing with Francis for a moment off and on over the years in no kind of group at all. And but then I started playing with him and sending him tunes. And then we thought of Jake over here.
Everyone always thinks of Jake.
It's not
Jake does
It's
everything.
not an odd thing to do.
Not an original.
No.
Right. So, it was, but,
Jake plays in
but anyway,
every band
so,
in Knoxville, for the record.
he's very in demand. But anyway, so I guess I saw you at a local pizzeria and tap room one evening.
Yes.
I'm not going to say which pizzeria and
Shall
tap
not
room.
be named. Okay.
But we saw each other there, and he seemed cool about it, and I guess we started practicing a few tunes, and we're looking for a bass guy, and I'd never really met David before. I said one offhand kind of comment years prior, but I think you've forgiven me now, right?
Still working on it.
Still working on it, you know.
It's okay. It takes time.
Every day,
Forgiveness
every
takes
way,
time.
I will be better
If
and
you're
better.
hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah, my outlook is good.
Good.
And
Good.
and then the last but not least, I asked Dow if he was interested. And I've
Yeah.
known Dow for, I don't know, 12 years or thereabouts.
It all just kind of made sense.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the long answer. But
Perfect little
everybody
puzzle
said
pieces.
cool and called the people that I wanted, and that and they said yes, and I liked that.
So music has been a part of your existence since you were a wee lad. What about music first really started calling to you?
It was really neat. I know that seems bizarre, but it was
okay.
not something that anybody. It's not something that the people around me did, and it was. It's not hard to look at people on TV that are playing music and just wondering what is happening.
Yeah.
It's like a different world. Like I didn't go see bands or I didn't really go watch movies, and just like watching, like hearing the radio in my little pocket of the world was just kind of a little window into the rest of it, you know, or at least a a lot larger window into not all of the rest of it, but and so it was just kind of bizarro and very attractive to me, and it looked cool. People that played it were usually cool, and it was a nice way to kind of start doing something that was cool in a place where there was not a great wealth of that going around. Right. So yeah, it was neat, and my grandfather had a guitar and let me have it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Cool. Yeah, so that was your first instrument then?
Yeah, sure was.
What was it?
It was a silver tone. Ooh. And he bought it for $15 and gave it to me for free.
Do you still have it?
I do. Yeah, it still sounds about the same.
Does that mean crappy or like
just like I found it? Yeah. It's a working man's guitar.
There it is. Got it. So you've played in numerous groups throughout the years, in addition to releasing your solo work. It seems like collaboration with your community is really important to you. Why is that?
During the last few years, and I'm speaking to you from 2023 here, and in the worldview of the last few years, I've had a lot of time to play music just by myself. And you can really take things to as far as you can by yourself. And and then a lot of times, for me, it begins to all sound, I just kind of hit a wall, and where it all kind of starts to sound the same way, or I'm just going the same place. And what is interesting for me in collaborating with people, like I didn't want to play in this group. I didn't want to play with people that I had ever played with before.
Cool.
And that was important. That was important to me because I've already done that, and I just want to. What happens with other people? Yeah, nothing against any of the other people, but it's just the communication is it's like just small dialects in language of the same language we're talking, to different people and how they do it, and it's like that is not at all how I would do it. That's not at all how I have done it. But this is the way that it is right now, and I like it more than the idea that I had when I just exhausted myself and done that. So it's just neat. There's a lot of tools in the belt for people to bring out. Yeah, it's like I don't know how this will work, but
it somehow always does work.
It's like I didn't know Jake sang at all.
He's really quite good.
Yeah. It's like, and I didn't know that you sang at all. And it's like, do you sing? And it's like just. Like they say, if you're making a movie, like you ask people what they do to be in your crappy movie. Yeah. And it's like, well, this guy's a fireman. It's like, he's a volunteer fireman. And it's like, you can probably get that guy really pumped about, using his fire truck from his volunteer fire station to be in your movie and up your production cost. Right. It's like, well, it's like, do you do that? And it's like, well, I had no idea you did that. And it's like, well, now you have a fire truck in your movie. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I think you've really embraced the complexity of each human being as a separate individual from yourself. I think oftentimes we project our own bullshit onto others and make them into whatever we need them to be. Sure. But just letting people exist, I think, is one of the most beautiful things about being human. So it's cool that you get to do that.
It's like, well, I could do it this way. It's like I've already done it that way. It'll probably end up about right new. Here. It's like, where's the variable? Where's the wild card in it?
The pizzazz.
Right. Exactly.
I love your lyrics. They're so profound to me. So they speak very, very fluidly with my language that I speak, it feels like. And I'm sure other people feel the same way. So where do you find those lyrics? Where do they come to you? Where are they coming from, I guess, is the question.
Yeah, this is like a chapter of this work that I've been doing for a while. And, like as you have done it, it started that I wanted to do this. And so like you were doing this, and then I moved on to this right here. Right. And it doesn't really have it doesn't really have, until you move on to something else, like you don't really know what the phase that you're in, like you don't really have a what to call it until you're out of it. And looking back, it's like, oh, well, that was when I was just wanting to use that C chord without a finger in every song. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yes, I moved out of that phase. It was like, and then I moved on to that phase, and then I just wanted to make ugly stuff, and then I wanted to make pretty stuff again, and then I wanted to start singing. Like I wanted to start focusing on being a good singer, and then it's like, moved out. Just like kind of whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the tunes in here are just playing around with not being as vague and just kind of talking about things a little bit more,
Yeah.
and just not making them just impenetrable,
Right.
lyrically, and
Yeah.
just kind of honing in on things that are super personal and sometimes even universal at the same time.
Very universal,
You know,
in my
like,
opinion. Yeah.
Just working on tunes is fun to me at this point in my life.
Yeah.
Where it was just work, or it was something that I did because, like, it seems like a lot of the music that I've played when that was just my only thing was some of the worst music I've ever made.
Why was that?
And like, so,
Like, what was the reason?
I don't
for
know.
that?
It was like wearing a work shirt. Like
Okay.
you don't wear your work shirt at home.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so, like,
yeah, I'm with you.
I don't know. And it's like with something that's, with this here, it seems like it's a lot more fun because it's not like the gig. It's
Yeah.
not like everybody's thing, and it's not like the work shirt.
Right.
And it's fun to work on these things. And
Yeah.
I would say what's kind of the most exciting part of this phase of this group is kind of at this point knowing what it can sound like. And I think it's an exciting part of like a group when you understand like kind of what the strengths of the group are.
Right.
And like it's like
Mhm.
now you're kind of you're not just writing tunes that this group plays, like you're writing songs for the group that will play them. So that's kind of where I am on.
Is your writing process fairly collaborative too then? Or is it you kind of coming to the band and saying, I've got this melody that's really cool and I want to see what we can do with it? What does it look like for you?
At this point, it's I kind of bring ideas and they get shaped, but the lyrics are kind of already in play, and a
Right.
lot of the songs are
Right.
put together, and like the ideas are pretty in there.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
So you've had quite a bit of experience touring, I've heard, and you've told me a little bit about that. Not quite as much as I would love to hear, but to up-and-coming artists that are planning on doing touring and stuff, what words of wisdom can you impart on them?
I think that when you get to a place where you can tour around, that what I definitely didn't see a lot of at the time is that this might be, this might be the time. This might be your time to do things. And like this time, what I didn't realize a lot of in those times, it's happening right now. And, like whatever could happen, just treating it like a job is pretty important.
Yeah.
There's several ways that you can make it very unsuccessful. There's
Just blow all your money in the
I think
first 2
I think
weeks.
I think the ways to do it successfully would be a lesser number than the other category I was just talking about. Yeah, I would say that treat it like a job. It's a really cool job, but it is a job.
Yeah.
So, it can run right out from underneath you.
What do you mean by that?
It can just get away from you, all of it. It's not, I don't want to talk about the Wild West, but it's kind of the
think that's
Wild
fair.
West, and
Yeah.
like you can really go sideways on you.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's really easy to get completely away from you is all the people that you care about just disappearing. I think that's very easy to happen. And,
So
it's
touring life kinda can be
if
turbulent.
it's something that you like,
Yeah,
make sure that
partnerships.
it's something you like enough
Yeah.
to put like all of that to risk it.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
there is a chance that it will all go away.
Yeah.
And so if it's not anything like that, like you got to weigh the things that are important to you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the weighing of all the things that are important to you, but riding around with smelly people and not getting
Different
killed,
personalities,
and getting,
yeah.
occasionally getting
Yeah.
paid.
So when you're on stage, what's going through your mind? Does it go blank? Are you trying to remember the chords? I mean, walk us through some of your brain
Sure.
juices there.
This group has been playing together long enough to where I can actually think about other things than just what the words are and how to play the songs. And so like it's kind of different. Sometimes it's just muscle memory. You know, like if you've just done it over and over again. I like to hear it. I like it when it sounds really good. And I think more than anything right now that I know that we can land these songs, I have to keep from getting lost in how good that it sounds and like how thick it is and how texturally and just like how lucky I am for all these people to do this. You know, it's like and it's been a lot of work and a lot of time of everyone else's time. And it's like here we are doing some stuff, you know, and there are people here. It's real loud. The ugly parts are ugly, the pretty parts are pretty. Yeah. You know, we all remembered all the words and being able to play the songs and then just like not having to worry. It's like everybody knows how to play these songs. Now we can play these songs well and like move them around, give them a little wiggle room.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah, you guys do feel very practiced, but I think with that practice there comes an element of being able to play a little bit. It's just like it's studying for a test and being like, maybe I can expand on this point a little bit more.
Sure. Like,
and gain some bonus points.
Yeah, they're doing this, so I'll do this. You know, it's like, just a living, breathing thing. You know.
Yeah, there you go. Just let it breathe. So where can fans find your music? Where can they follow your existence?
I don't have a great deal of stuff out there. I do have a Facebook page that has been operating for years. Cool. And I think that it's only for people to put pictures of their grandkids on now. But it's Sam Quinn Music, I believe. I think that it's a picture. It's a picture of me in an orange shirt with my hands up. And that's been there for about 10 years, and I think that that's fine. But I post the pictures, or not pictures, but shows that are coming up on that. We have a record that's in the works, and before that comes out, there will be a website. You know, it'll legitimize trying to find things. But it'll if you can come in contact with that Facebook Sam Quinn Music Facebook page, so far that's the only way to find me.
And you like it that way?
Currently, yes.
And you said that you're actually releasing an album. You're hoping to release that when?
I'm hoping in the fall it'll be done, and so working on it now, and have a lot of work done onto it, and a little bit more to go, and it's bitchin'. They told me to mention that it was bitchin'.
Yep.
And
very descriptive.
And it'll be neat to have these songs in a finished format.
Awesome. Yeah. We'll make sure we share it and tell everybody about it and spread the word. It deserves to be heard, and you guys are awesome. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks.